So we had ordered like dinner or something a couple weeks ago, and Kayla was like, I want something to drink too, but like something yummy. And I was like, okay. So I ordered some of that Kentucky bourbon barrel vanilla ale.
Good stuff.
And I was like, sweet, because I tried to get it at, I think, Total Wine one time, and it was out. So I found like some local place just for like the dinner delivery to stop on the way.
Yeah, I mean, I got mine at Publix.
Yeah, I figured, you know what, who's going to this little whatever just to get some yummy shit. And so the delivery guy comes and he hands it to me, and I'm like, well, he's like talking. He's like, I don't need your ID. I have one I can scan. And I'm like, that sounds really illegal.
What?
Like, I guess he's just going to scan his.
Illegal?
Yeah. I don't know. So he's like talking, and he's like very like meth-esque, I guess. And he's like trying to hand me everything, and I grab the beer, and when he's done talking, I'm like, this isn't what I ordered. And he's like, oh yeah, I know. The guy at the store said that they were out, but that this was the closest thing they had to it. And I was like, okay. He was like, honestly, you could just go on the app and like say you didn't get it or whatever. And I'm like,
That's crazy.
You are not a company man, because
well, I think there's few and far between that deliver for these that are company men, quote unquote.
Yeah, maybe, but to like blatantly say, hey, lose my company money. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to commit probably a felony.
That's the best part.
Point being, what he handed me was Coors Light. This is the closest thing they had. And it was like an 18 pack of Coors Light.
Oh God.
I said, I'm sorry, what?
That's, I would have just been like, all right, go ahead and refund it and give me that. And then when he's driving away, you start throwing the cans at his car.
Well, that's what he did. He said, just go ahead and keep it. Just say you didn't get it. And I was like, oh.
I had to do that. So what did you end up doing?
I set it on the counter and went on the app and said I didn't get it.
Okay. I mean,
I don't know what else I could have done at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, right. I have to suffer because you gave me Coors Light as a replacement?
It's wild. I would if I ordered again and then saw, do you remember his name?
No, I'm sure I could look.
I was going to say, like, if you saw it, be like, oh, cancel order.
Well, he said it wasn't him. He said the guy at the store said this is the closest. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I'm scanning the whole. Don't worry about it. I'll do that. Yeah. It's just the whole thing sounds sketchy.
I concur.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, you're good enough.
I'll take it. Been told worse. Welcome back to the 53rd and the 1 year mark anniversary of the Poor Choices Show. The podcast that's old now. I can just see the second I had to turn my brain into read mode. That didn't work. Welcome back, everybody. The 1 year anniversary of the Poor Choice Show. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the new listeners. This is our 53rd episode, believe it or not. This is if I didn't say it already, this is the Poor Choice Show. And just like that, it's been a year. Welcome back, everybody, to the 53rd episode of the Poor Choices Show. It's the podcast that's like a one night stand. Fun, messy, and you'll probably regret it tomorrow.
But don't worry, we're here to make it worth that awkward morning after listen.
Like always, I'm your host, Chris. This is my co-host, David. Let's make some poor choices. How far I've come, how far I'll go. I made poor choices on the Poor Choices Show.
The fridge keeps them pretty cool. That's that one.
Subscribe. Was that an Old Bay beer? Old Bay beer?
We'll get there when we get there, okay?
I mean, I synced it. I can't not talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it. Yeah, so when I took my talents to Maryland after taking my talents to Virginia last week, I needed a beer because that's what I do. So I ran down to good old, is it Cox Liquor?
Down there in Selby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where I went. And I got a Old Bay Summer Ale. If you can see that.
Dead Rise?
Yeah, it's called Dead Rise. It's by Flying Dog. I'm sure you've had them. I think we had them definitely. At Metro. Yeah.
We sure did. Yep.
You can tell what they're going for.
Is it like Bloody Mary-ish almost?
No, it's just like an ale with like
Spice.
we poured some Old Bay in it while we were brewing it. So
Yeah.
if there was more Old Bay, I'd probably grade it higher, but I think I'll give it like a 7.5.
You didn't want to like add some from your personal stash in there just to spice it up a little?
No, because then I can't accurately grade it because that's like you're not supposed to salt the meal until you taste it, right?
Yeah, talk about like getting dehydrated from drinking, adding Old Bay to your beer. Oof. Well, and we'll just skip over mine. I've had a crazy week, so we're on Old Faithful.
What would you grade that Michelob Ultra?
Oh, 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to our first episode all over again.
Yeah.
Because I was
I don't
like,
know if I want to.
You don't. No,
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
But when we were talking about our beers, I started laughing because it was like, we have this and we have this, and our goal is to try to get the same one. And I'm like, this motherfucker's had Michelob Ultra for like a month straight.
No, I had that when Tally and Eric were on, I had that banana bread pudding thing.
That's right.
And then I had that Breezy Does It that I've already had.
Yeah,
but it was
4 times.
funny listening back to that Breezy Does It little clip that you sent me to see what I rated it the first time. Like trying so hard to like judge this beer because we're still trying to get that like, hey, you know, you want to drop us a shout out or anything to associate our podcast with your beer. And like just the way I was talking about, I was like, what a douche. just talk about the beer. Like it was very like, oh, and it's got these and this and this and and I was like,
Can you elaborate? I'm not entirely sure I know what you're talking about.
like just the way I talked about the beer. So like, you know, it's got hints of this and it's good on the front end and the back end is this and yada yada, and just
isn't that what they would want us to say?
Yeah, but I just didn't do it in a
How'd you do it?
bad.
Oh, like your tone?
Yeah, it just sounded like fake. Like it was like they were paying me to talk about it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Speaking of one night stands,
Yeah.
so imagine you had a one night stand.
Okay.
Would you rather get her pregnant or get HIV?
Oh, pregnant.
Okay. That was not as entertaining as I thought it would be.
It's just
I was expecting some sort of like, well,
no, it's just yeah. I mean, would you rather have a lifelong, potentially deadly disease or
yeah, but then it turns 18 and you're good. Right?
I think we're talking about the opposite things here.
HIV, not him. Got it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's an easy answer. I think majority of people would say that.
Yeah. Same,
Well,
but
majority of guys would say that.
I felt like being caught off guard with a question like that. It would have been a little more internal debate.
HIV, like when was
Sucks,
it? When did it get popular? It was like the 80s?
Probably magic, yeah.
70s. So where was it like before that? Like
Africa?
Did no one just like talk, like it just wasn't like
We didn't
a
have
prevalent
social
thing?
media. I don't know.
Like was it just hiding somewhere? It's like, oh, 80s, here I am. Bam.
It's just something like one of those things that always exists, but until someone prominent does it or has it.
Do you think it's that, or like the loosening of like homosexual laws and like people coming out more and that kind of thing?
But Magic's not gay, right?
Nah, he ain't gay. I mean, we don't know, but he's
yeah. I mean,
Well,
it could
before
be.
Magic was old. I think Freddie was probably the first big name. Freddie Mercury.
He had it.
That's how he died. Yeah.
Oh. Because I'm thinking like sex tapes were probably a thing, but then Kim Kardashian's came out.
I'm just imagining making a sex tape with like that giant 80s RCA over your shoulder, like, and it's got a VHS in it, and you're just like, yeah.
Yeah. Just like dropping it, just fucking hit it right in the head.
Yeah, I mean, those things were no joke. They were heavy as hell. Heavy as hell. We used to, as kids, make a lot of, you may have done it. We made
A lot of sex tapes.
a lot of sex tapes. No, my dad had one of the, just very
I think
generic.
every dad had one.
Just, yeah.
He probably set it up on his tripod Christmas morning. You guys sat in front of the fireplace, opened presents.
No fireplace. We
Or
had a,
wherever you opened presents.
yeah.
You look over the camcorders there.
But we used the crap out of it as kids to make our own movies with. I don't know if you ever did that as a kid.
We made Jackass movies, yeah.
Oh, we'd make like, they were typically always like horror / killer movies, but we'd make like full on, like all the friends are over, you know, you're going to be this person, you're going to be this person, yada, 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 yada. Always terrible. I wish they existed somewhere in the world, but
they're somewhere.
They might
maybe
be
a landfill, but
we always taped over stuff too. So who knows? They might be in an attic.
Sorry about your wedding video, Mom.
She's going to go, me too.
You did her a favor.
Right.
And you got pizza out of it.
So that's gone? Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's great.
Well, so speaking of one night stands.
Oh.
So I had a Tinder match, right?
Okay.
And a few days of, you know, back and forth and this and that. And definitely out of my league, like super fitness person, like just
were
like
they real?
Yeah. So,
okay.
So going back and forth, and finally get to like, all right, you know, let's get together sometime. And she ends up suggesting the gym for a first date, right? I was like, yeah, gym. Yeah, that's great. I love the gym. I'm fucking sore as shit. I'll preface with that. So we agreed to meet there at 7, Planet Fitness. And I get there, typical me, like 6:30. I'm like, all right, let me go to what I know and get warmed up. Let me hit that elliptical and just get sweaty and just get the body loose, right? Gets to be like, I don't know, maybe 7:15, like 7:15-ish. Still not there. I'm like, I'm going to give it like just a little bit longer. So finally send her a text and doesn't answer. Gets to be like 7:45. And that's just when I knew we weren't going to work out. So.
Well, she wasn't going to work out. You already worked out.
Yeah, that was the joke. It was yeah, okay.
So none of that was real?
No.
Oh. You can't get me invested like that and then hit me with a joke. You played way too long there.
That was the point. I wanted it to be this build up, and you were just like, "Oh, you worked out." I was like, "He did." Anyways, that was my bad dad joke of the day.
No, that was good. I think the punchline should have been like, but that's when I knew she just wasn't going to work out, because then I would have been like, okay, the joke. But when you said we weren't going to work out, I was like, oh, well, you were already working out, so maybe this is a true story. Oh,
yeah, not my best, not my worst. I'm glad you were invested.
It was good. Yeah,
it was believable.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought we were going so. I thought she was gonna like poke her head in and be like, "Hi,
hey, we're getting married."
Well, we started off episode 1 talking about my wedding, so we start off episode 53 talking about yours.
I might just be going crazy. It might just be the studio light. I hope my AC's working. We'll find out. My downstairs unit hasn't been working. You're not that old.
Did I tell you that story?
Are you like getting drugs or like?
No, different downstairs.
Different
that one's still good.
Okay. Exhibit A.
Whenever you hear Exhibit A, start to cry.
All right.
No, my unit went out, and I thought, I guess it had been a while, and I just assumed.
Been a while.
It just
stop and listen to your air condition.
Same.
Sorry.
So it goes out, and I'm like, okay, well, it's the wintertime. So it's not just the AC, it's the whole thing. So no heat, no air. And I'm like, well, it's wintertime, Florida. You should be good. Like, I'm not too worried about it.
Should be good.
So I started trying to fix it myself, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I had someone come out and look at it, and he's like, you need a new this and a new this. And I'm like, okay, great. And like, while he's doing all his shit on his little fucking tablet, like I'm Googling it, like, okay, how much is this part? How much is this part?
Wait, this sounds so familiar.
I probably told you the story.
I think you've told this,
but it's evolved.
Oh,
so
okay.
The one was like, well, that's not really evolved. It's just naturally. So the one was like $25. The other one was like $55. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, this is the price you'd be looking at. And it's like $1,800. And I'm like, I got $80 for parts here. How you get that number?
Yeah.
He's like, I could probably get you the member price. I'm like, how much is that? $1,600. I'm like, okay, I got $80 here.
What's this guy like $300 an hour? Like,
I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm like, you know what? it's not a priority because, wintertime in Florida.
Yeah.
Just my luck. It's like the coldest fucking winter in Florida in like 100 years.
Yeah. It wasn't warm.
So it buy a space heater that was running. I mean, thankfully we're back to normal now, but as you talked about, it's been fucking cold. So that was running 24/7.
A Floridian would never think to speak. I bought a space heater.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, just my luck. Like, hey, it hasn't been this cold in Florida since 1812.
I don't have a house. I'm in an apartment, right? So
yeah, so you can just call a guy, hey, fix my shit.
well, I was that, yes, but the other part of I just let it get as cold as fucking possible, and then I just wear sweatpants, big long socks, hoodies. I wear 2 blankets to bed, and like I'd walk in and like I'd be sitting on the couch and like my nose and ears are cold, but I loved it. I loved it.
So
go ahead with the FPL bill that came up for January, David. I paid like $16 for January for my entire electric bill.
I think I paid $16 for January 3rd.
Yeah, which is like, it was probably just the lights and like the dishwasher and TV. Like it was a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. And I don't mind it when I'm at home being like 60 degrees in my apartment. I'm cool with that. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't either. But my concern was it was downstairs. So the dogs.
They have fur?
Yeah, not that much for when it's like 8 degrees out.
It wasn't that cold. Well,
yeah,
it got pretty cold. You're right.
It wasn't that warm. Yeah.
You're right. It got pretty cold.
It wasn't that warm.
Do you like tuna fish? This is kind of totally off topic. Do you like canned tuna or like
yeah,
whatever the name of that brand? Not Sunkissed. What's it called?
Sunkissed.
The tuna?
Yep.
Is that it?
With a little dolphin on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking of like orange soda. Is that Sunkissed?
Maybe it's Star-Kissed?
Starkissed? That sounds right. Starkissed. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yes. Starkist.
Okay. So I was listening to, it was, what's their podcast called? Two Bears, One Cave or something like that?
Yeah. Girls in a Cup.
The Bert Kreischer and what's his name? And they had McConaughey on, Matthew McConaughey, and talking about food and how McConaughey loves like ketchup and this, and like he loves all these foods.
I think I saw clips of that one.
And then he talked about this tuna salad that he makes at home.
Sounds vaguely familiar, but go on.
Okay, so he starts describing everything he puts in it. And you know, anytime McConaughey talks, doesn't matter what he's talking about, it
just kind of sounds like something you should listen to. And
like just amazing. Like he could be talking about eating dirt out of a frickin' pot, and it sounds great. He starts explaining this tuna salad. I'm like, it sounds so interesting and weird, but he's convincing me right now that it's delicious. So I'm going to make it. So this tuna salad, tell me if you'd eat this. I'm just going to give you the ingredients and like what I did to make it. So I got 2 cans of like albacore tuna, right? Get your tuna. Made the base of it's mayo, white wine vinegar, some lemon juice mixed into the mayo, and a little bit of wasabi, all mixed into the mayo. Add that to the tuna. Chopped red onion, chopped dill, gherkin pickles, like the little pickles, little gherkins, diced Granny Smith apple.
How much?
I want to say it was like half a cup, something around there. It was like probably a half of the apple.
How finely chopped?
Like little squares, little bite-sized pieces.
Okay.
Corn.
Okay.
And frozen peas.
Okay.
Mix it all together. Let it sit, let it steep. Once the peas have, fully defrosted and they're good to go. Sourdough bread, and then the little crispy jalapeno chip things, like things you would like put on a salad, like those.
Yeah.
Top that on top of the tuna. Eat it.
Yeah. Yeah. I would ask you to not put peas in mine because I hate peas.
They were much more of a texture thing, at least with this dish, more than like that mush or flavor. Like they added like a pop almost, like a little, like the corn and the peas added like a little pop. Oh, I forgot an ingredient. Just a little like dab of agave, just a little bit of sweetness.
I like that.
It was good. It was very wasabi, like that hits you first, but then it's got sweetness from agave, corn, apple. It's got savory from the onions and the dill pickles. Dude, it didn't last long. I'll just say that.
No. So the only thing I would change, I would probably not add the corn, and I would sub peas for like capers.
But capers are a very strong flavor. Like peas don't really have much flavor when they're mixed into all this other stuff, because tuna's a pungent flavor on its own. Like I couldn't taste peas.
The flavor. Like the tuna dip at the mansion.
Yeah.
Has, or it's tuna dip, fish dip, whatever it is, has capers.
I don't think it'd be delicious. Bad.
No, I've had theirs and it's good. And I like corn. It just doesn't seem like it belongs there.
So the corn helps with the sweetness side, because it counteracts the wasabi and the jalapeno. You
got sweet corn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I'd eat it.
Super good. Super good. I made sandwiches. I had crackers. It was gone in like a day and a half. Like it was a big batch, but Like I woke up and had it for breakfast the next day, and it was amazing, super good. So I just want to see, because it sounds weird when you think about it. Like
it doesn't sound that weird.
If you told me at first, I was very questionable about it. Like when I heard it, I was like, "Is that
what
actually
part of it?
Good?" Like apples and wasabi, and just it seemed like a mess. Like it seemed like it wouldn't come together as a dish. Like it seemed like if I was drunk and I was like, "Well, what do I got?" Okay, it's all going in.
Well, if it was McConaughey, that's probably what happened.
True. In his Lincoln.
He was probably like, honey, what do we got? And she told him, and he was like, all right.
You got corn? Put it in, babe. Now let's go find some buried treasure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's my tuna salad, or his tuna salad, little
y'all's tuna salad
shindig. Very good. So I've got a question for you, David. We've gone over the years, maybe not on the podcast. We've gone over several, I don't want to call them controversial, but just controversial. Here you go, Eric. Controversial. Just routines that people go through. So the first one was learning that some people stand to wipe, some people sit to wipe. Right.
Yeah.
We've gone through, do you fold your toilet paper? Or do you bunch your toilet paper? Right. Mm-hmm. Mine that I present to you is,
do you already know the answer?
I know my answer. I think I know your answer. I think I know most guys' answer. I'll say that.
Okay.
Do you wash your legs in the shower?
Yes.
You do. Okay. So I haven't washed my legs in probably 20 years.
Okay. It's not like a thorough, I guess. It's
they get a rundown real quick.
They get, the loofah's doing its thing up top. Down,
so you're like
downstairs,
and then you're like a loofah sponge as opposed to like a washcloth kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And then it goes down the inside, up the outside of the leg.
Haven't touched, I'd say, below like my upper thighs with a sponge loofah in a long, I couldn't even tell you when.
I don't know if I've ever washed my feet. That's what the ground's for.
And in my mind, the logic, in my guy mind, the logic is all this soap is running down my legs with water. They're getting what they need. I haven't grown anything. I haven't run into any issues. Like,
it's dirty soap, though. So, like, do you only wash the top half of your car? Because you're like, the soap's going to go down. Yeah, don't talk to me. I haven't washed my car in 2 years.
So, look, your car and my legs, we should hang out. Is that weird that I don't wash my legs?
I don't think so. I just wanted to see if your logic applies to how you wash your car as well.
I typically don't. I typically pay for someone to wash my car.
Okay. Well, when you have, I guess, because I know you have in the last 20 years, and you said you haven't washed your legs in 20 years.
Start from the top down so that the dirt runs down. But no, I think a car's different, though, because you want your rims.
Value a car more than your body? Like when you're washing your door, you don't stop at like the door handle and just think, the soap's going to drip down anyway.
No, I don't do that. I wash the whole thing. Okay. So I guess I do value my car more than my body.
I'm not mad at it. I like it. Well, I don't know if I like it.
So that's a question I'm going to ask people that we can follow up with next week, like at work. And I was challenging you with like the same, just kind of get like a poll of like, is it like 50-50? Is it heavy towards one, towards the other? But like I said, I think I would, if I had to say, because females are much more hygienic than guys, right? I think we can agree on that.
Yeah, they probably spend as much time on their legs as we do our entire body.
Yeah, correct. They're shaving them, they're moisturizing
they're also
them.
Shaving, yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get that and see what comes back, because I think the stand or sit was pretty split, but I think the fold and bunch, the majority of people fold, and some people came up with like it depends on the scenario, like what's going on.
Yeah. The stand and sit thing, that was weird to me.
You do sit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Like, why? Yeah, I don't know. Do.
I did that at work today.
Yeah.
Everyone, I mean, it's a bunch of young. Everyone just looked at me like I'm fucking crazy.
What the fuck was that? What does that mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just wanted to see how weird that was and or how you felt about it. Like, is it weird?
I don't think it's weird.
Like, it's not as weird to hear me say like I stand up to wipe my ass.
Yeah, I'd be like, you okay? Like that's
okay.
Yeah.
It makes me feel a little better. Not my legs, but me. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like relate that to something else.
I feel like if I went and did it now, would I just like have like a layer of like skin would just like fall off? Like if I went to wash my, like I had a cast on for like 20 years and like I went to wipe it and it was like, oh, that's all just dead skin.
Go get like a physical or something. They're going to do like an actual exam, not just like, your primary care. And they're going to be like, so when's the last time you washed your legs?
You're the dermatologist and he's like, I took a sample of that mole on your lower right ankle and it shows to be dead, but it's been dead for 15 years.
Yeah. Can you still move this thing? He's going to hit you with that little hammer on your knee.
Yeah, but I've never run into issues. Like I've never had any kind of like athlete's foot or any kind of fungus or any kind of this or that. Or like, I mean, I have notorious dry skin, not just my legs, but just everywhere. But I don't know.
No shame here. It's Planet Fitness.
Well, if you ever make a short of it, just leave your comment and let's see who doesn't. Who wins? Yeah. I think the soap companies lose since you're using less soap to wash. I don't know. So
off topic, but related. I was thinking about you showering earlier.
Go on.
So you had texted us, me and Kayla, the other day.
Oh, I got like a story for that too,
or whatever, saying that you were on Herbology.
Yes.
Did you finish the other bottle?
No, it came with 4 bottles. That was the first one I opened.
Yeah. So you just were like, I'm going to switch. You didn't finish that first bottle.
No, I finished what I already had in the shower.
Oh, and then
then I started.
Okay. Because I was like, you got me thinking. I was like, do I not use enough body wash? Because I'm still on my first bottle. And I started using it like 2 weeks before you got it.
So here's the thing. I had to stop using it.
Your legs weren't happy about it?
No, like my entire body just started breaking out. Like I would be at work, like looking like a crackhead, just like scratching and itching myself. And I was like, I haven't changed detergent. I did change body wash. Maybe it's that. Let me try. So I went and bought my usual Dove shea butter, something or other. I don't know, whatever it is. And after the first day, all the rash and everything just went away. And I was like, fuck. Like it might have been something specifically in the Herbology one.
Yeah, I'm thinking either that or did you just like the first day you used it, did you break out?
Mm-mm. It was like a couple days down the road. And then I was like, maybe it's just, I don't know, something. So I kept using it, but it never went away. And then once I switched, it took about a day and a half and it went away.
Yeah, try one of the other ones. I would imagine.
I don't know if I want to risk it. It was brutal, man. It was like
just try it like not your whole body. Do it like on your forearm or something.
Yeah, I do. Another thing, super sensitive skin, so I always have to use like all the clear, clean detergents for the washing machine, and I got to use all the like super moisturizing, like dermatologist approved stuff for my face and my body. And
you got all that shit going on. You don't wash your legs.
Fuck no.
Did you know that Steve Buscemi was a firefighter in the 80s?
I want to say I did, but I'm maybe.
Do you think you did because of was it King of Staten Island where him and Bill Burr are firefighters?
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. It sounds vaguely familiar. I'll just say that.
Okay. That's all. I had read it somewhere and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's why he was a firefighter in that movie.
Well, did you know that he likes Oreos and French fries on his pizza?
Yes.
Okay. So I've got for you, and it's not going to be great for audio listeners. I got for you, David, 2 school IDs. They're back-to-back years. I just wanted to see if you could guess what grades I'm in.
Okay.
So I'm going to cover up like the school and like the years they are. Oh, well, let me yeah.
You didn't think this through?
No, we're good. All right. So let me get a focus here. Focus.
Can you show me the other one before I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got that one?
Yeah. I mean, I got as good as I'm going to get it.
And then 2, it's going to have my school ID number. No one steal my identity. All right. So they're back-to-back years.
Let's say top is freshman year, bottom's 8th grade.
That's exactly correct. Yeah. And I didn't realize about the blurriness. Get the freshman year, I have a South River hoodie on. So I thought that would, yeah, that's it.
So I think I would have got it anyway.
You just remember the pictures?
No, I don't remember the pictures. One is black, which is Central's color, and the other one is South River's color.
Yeah. I was hoping I had my Marshall University ID because I look the same.
And those, or as you do with those?
Yeah, at 18, I look, exactly the same. Yeah, so that's 02 to 03 was 8th grade. How's that make you feel?
Not any better or worse than I already felt.
And 04 to 05 was freshman year.
Yeah.
Adios mio.
Are you allowed to say that?
Adios mio. I don't know. I don't even know what it means. I just know it's like a oh my god or something like that, or like
adios.
Or I mean, adios is like goodbye.
Yeah, it's not adios though. I don't think.
Oh,
No,
it's adios mio.
No, it's dios mio.
It means oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Adios mio. I just keep thinking of a homegirl from that movie right there to my right. My Goonies poster is at the very end. She opens up mouth's marble bag. Adios mio. Adios mio. Adios mio. The housekeeper.
Yeah. I wonder what the most famous, or maybe not famous, I don't know how you can equate fame, but like the most well-known use of adios mio.
Might be Goonies.
Well, I'm sure you're probably upset about the outcome of the Super Bowl. It's really all we can say about that at this point.
Yeah, should have been more upset about the MVP. What a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, well, we knew that was coming. Can you name the 12 cities that have all 4 major sports teams?
So, cities. All 4. Oof. No one in Florida. No one in Texas.
That's interesting. There's one in Florida, one in Texas.
No, there's not. No, because Dallas has Cowboys, Mavericks. Oh, Houston? Dallas has Stars, Mavericks, Cowboys, but doesn't have baseball.
It does.
Nope, that's Arlington.
Yeah, well, the Cowboys play in Arlington, so it's that area.
All right, so we're counting Dallas.
We're counting Dallas.
All right,
Dallas
I'll
is
take
one.
that. Oh, I guess the Florida Panthers play in Miami, so Miami.
Miami's 2.
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think of the title of the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to do that for some and not do that for others.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. DC.
DC's another one.
Does New York count? Can I just say New York?
Yeah, New York City, I have Jets, Giants, Yankees, Mets, Knicks, Nets, and Rangers, Islanders, Devils.
Okay. Yeah.
Are all in that greater area.
I'm going to go with LA.
LA is another one. Rams, Chargers, Dodgers, Angels, Lakers, Clippers, Kings, Ducks.
I'm going to say, I'm trying to think. I don't think they have basketball.
Who are you thinking?
Kansas City.
Okay.
No, they don't have hockey either.
They just have Super Bowl champions and MVPs.
Yeah, a bunch of bullshit. I've only named 4 so far.
You got Dallas, LA, Miami, New York, and DC.
That's 5.
That's 5.
What about, can I just say like,
You say whatever you
Boston.
want.
Boston.
Boston's 1. Got the Patriots, Red Sox, Celtics, and Bruins.
Yeah. Chicago?
Chicago's 2, or Chicago's another one. Bears, Cubs, and White Sox, Bulls, and Blackhawks.
Seattle?
Not Seattle.
Oh, they don't have basketball. What about hockey's the one that keeps throwing me off. Pittsburgh? No, they don't have basketball.
No basketball.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia's another one. Eagles, Phillies, Sixers, and Flyers.
Okay. Can I just say like Tennessee?
No. Think north.
North of Tennessee?
No, just think north. For 3 of them.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Got the Vikings, Twins, Timberwolves, and Wild.
Milwaukee?
Not Milwaukee.
Okay. Detroit?
There's a big one. There you go. Lions, Tigers, Pistons, and Red Wings.
Oh my. How many more do I have left?
You have, looks like 2 left.
Wow.
Think a lot of snow, probably. Yeah, I mean, they got
Buffalo has the Sabres and the Bills, but they don't have baseball or basketball.
Right.
A lot of snow.
I say that in like places that I think you guessed when I asked you about
Phoenix?
places. That's not what I was talking about, but yes.
Okay.
I was going to...
What do they have?
You were supposed to say the other one, and then I was going to say now the one that had the most snow.
Who's their hockey?
Phoenix.
Oh, Coyotes. Yeah.
Yeah, they got Cardinals, Diamondbacks, Suns, Coyotes.
There's one more.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure you guessed it for snow.
Guessed it for snow.
If we circle back to my DoorDash escapade, will that help?
Is it method?
No. What I received in error.
Oh, Denver or Colorado or whatever one. Okay. Yeah.
Denver. Broncos, Rockies, Nuggets, Avalanche.
All right. I kind of, yeah. Okay. Not mad at it.
Yeah. You did good. I just liked how said not Texas, not Florida.
Texas, Florida. Well, and I did it in my head with Texas first because I was like, Rangers are in Arlington. Houston doesn't have hockey. I was just like, Florida. I was like, Tampa doesn't have basketball. Orlando does. Jacksonville only has football. And then I was like, no, Panthers are, for whatever reason in my head, I was like, Panthers are like Gainesville or something. I don't know. And then I was like, no, they're like Miami Gardens area. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's where the Dolphins are too.
Yeah.
All right. When I looked it up, it said Gardens counts. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Talk me into it.
Yep.
David, I want to see if you can name the top 10 most bitter rivalries in sports.
All sports?
All sports.
Oh, probably not. Bitter, like they fucking hate each other?
Yeah. Yes. Plus what the media has made some of these out to be too, but most of them are hate each other. I'd say some all time are maybe not as current as others, so to speak, but like just in general, the biggest.
So like Cowboys, Redskins?
Not in the top 10.
Yeah, this is a bullshit list.
Yeah, Ravens, Steelers isn't on there either. So, which is a bigger rivalry than you guys, like currently.
No, not all time.
Right,
That's why I guessed that, because you said maybe not currently, but all time.
There's actually not 2 NFL teams on this list, but there is 2, I'll say, players on this list.
Current?
No.
I guess how recent?
Very.
Peyton and Brady?
Yeah, so Brady versus the Mannings is number 8.
Okay. Michigan, Ohio State.
Yep, that's number 5.
Yankees, Red Sox.
Number 9.
Are there any other like players or not teams?
Yeah, there's 2 that are, I'll say, individual sports.
How recent are those?
One not, the other semi.
Okay. I don't know if semi is like 5 years or 10 years or 20 years.
I'd say 10. If I could be wrong. It's not really a sport I watch, but.
Okay. Mayweather, Pacquiao.
No, but right sport.
Tyson and Ali.
You got one of them.
Frazier.
Ali and Frazier. Mm-hmm. That's number 6.
Was that the recent one?
Ali and Frazier was Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah, but you said one semi-recent.
Oh, no, that's not the recent one. No.
Okay. Not the recent one.
Or is Ali and Foreman Rumble in the Jungle? I can't remember. I think it's Frazier. Anyways.
Me can't remember. Is the other more recent one also boxing?
No.
Okay.
So 1, 2, and 3 are teams.
Okay. Well, Lakers, Celtics.
It's number 2.
I'm missing one.
Mm-hmm.
Packers, Bears.
Nope. There's no more NFL on this list.
It's only been a rivalry since the 30s. There's another baseball.
No.
Okay. Another basketball.
No. One of them is another college rivalry. Number 3 is another college rivalry. We're pretty familiar with it from where we're from. It's not us, but
is it like Duke, North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 3 is Duke, UNC.
And that's it for college?
No. Number 7 is also college.
Okay. Is it more prominent in a single sport?
I would say football.
Georgia, Alabama?
Nope. One of them is very close to home or old home. By that, I mean Maryland.
Yeah. And the other one?
North of Maryland. Like the one is in Maryland.
What am I missing here? Okay. Army, Navy.
Army, Navy's number 7. So you're missing number 1. You're missing number 4, which is 2 countries, and you're missing number 6. Or I'm sorry, number 10, which was that individual sport.
Okay, 4 I'm not going to get. I think that's probably the cricket one.
No, think hockey. That's your guess. That's your hint.
Is it Russia and us?
Yep. USA, Russia's number 4.
I know the soccer one. I just don't know the other team.
The soccer one's number 1.
Yeah, that's it's Real Madrid and the other one.
Yeah, Barcelona. Barcelona,
Yeah.
Real Madrid's number 1.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the other one is what? The individual?
Individual, number 10. Individual sport. Sometimes could not be individual. Most of the time is.
Federer and Sampras.
Ooh, you're close. Federer's one of them. Who's the other guy?
Agassi.
No, they're before.
Those are the 3.
Think of a Ninja
Serena
Turtle.
Williams. Leonardo da Vinci.
Name another Ninja Turtle.
Nadal. Okay.
Nadal, Federer's number 10.
We did something like that one time. Because why else would we have talked about cricket rivalries?
Oh, when I got India, Pakistan.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know, fucking India, Pakistan.
That's right. That was one of my best. Like, I have no
Guess.
clue, and this is not going to be right, but it was moments.
Yeah, I was up there.
There you go. You did pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it took a.
But again,
be
it's
some
also a very biased
cuts in there.
list. I mean, it's not like.
Yeah,
I think I could probably make a better list than that.
Yeah, I don't know. Who made that list?
I have no idea.
No. So it's Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
Oh, leakage.
It's just felt like we've talked about him the past 2 episodes, and then ta-da!
Yeah. Great president. Nice
I
beard.
don't really have much
Cool hat.
more on that.
Did a lot for the
it's also-
country.
We'll leave it at that.
His face is on 2 different types of currency. I don't know if anyone else has that going. Oh, George. Yeah.
Yeah,
Old George.
he was number 1.
Oh, and Hamilton too, right? Is he on the dime and the 10?
Are those both just 10s?
I mean, wait, who? He's definitely the 10. Is he the dime?
Nah.
Because Jefferson's the nickel, right?
FDR's on the dime.
FDR's on the dime.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Jefferson is the nickel. Yeah, Thomas Jefferson's the nickel.
Washington's on what? The quarter?
Yeah, come on. Was that a real question?
I'm just thinking, like, why didn't they just make it like a 1-for-1? Like, why didn't they put Lincoln on the 5 and the nickel and Washington on the dollar and the penny?
Who's on the half dollar? Oh, duh.
You say duh, like it's common knowledge.
Well, now that I looked it up, like if I was looking at the coin, I'd be like, oh, that's who that is.
And who is it?
JFK.
Oh,
I feel like Calvin Coolidge is on something.
Calvin Coolidge.
Who was on the $500 bill? McKinley. You jerk.
What did he do?
President. Or no, something like that.
Yeah, no, why is he a jerk?
Because I got it wrong.
Oh.
Like he's the jerk.
Yeah, well, I know. I said why.
Because I literally can't know.
Okay, sorry, I was doing some research here. I was looking up what JFK got shot with.
A gun.
Like what caliber bullet? Because if it
I'm
was
gonna
a
say
50 cal
308.
and then they put him on the half dollar, that would have been kind of fucked up.
My guess is 308.
Looks like a 7.62. Ooh. By M91. All right, I got Harry Potter stuff.
Okay.
I have a couple, like I was today years old when I learned things.
Oh, okay.
So all throughout the series, we hear about how Dementors force people to relive their darkest memories, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And Harry always hears his mother screaming since that is the night his parents died. Logically speaking, baby Harry was far too young to actually remember his parents' death.
Correct. Yeah.
Also, Harry doesn't actually see the Thestrals until after he sees Cedric die. And even J.K. said baby Harry had been unable to comprehend the loss that he experienced.
Yeah.
So in the 7th book, we learn that in the very same night, a tiny piece of Voldemort's soul attached itself to Harry, making Harry the Horcrux that he never meant to make, right?
Yeah.
And since Harry is a Horcrux, it all makes sense. So when the Dementors get close to Harry and he hears his mother screaming, it's actually the Horcrux inside him that relives its worst memory, which is Voldemort's worst memory, because that was the night that he was the closest he had ever been to death.
That's great. That's spot on. Spot on.
So he is hearing his mom scream. It's just
Through
Voldemort's memory.
Voldemort's Horcrux memory. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So I don't think these are theories. I think it's just like like this.
Logic.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much logic as you can put into a
illogical. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we all know that the prophecy always said that neither can live while the other survives, meaning for either Harry or Voldemort to finish off the other one. But in the final duel against Voldemort, it's not actually Harry who finishes Voldemort. Wait for it. This is because Harry is the true master of the Elder Wand, and the Elder Wand won't turn against his master. And this was all Dumbledore's plan, as he knew that Voldemort carried Lily's blood, and that meant Harry's physical self was protected, meaning that he couldn't die. But Dumbledore also wanted to protect Harry's soul because it is described that killing tears the soul apart. So by ensuring Harry is the true master of the Elder Wand and knowing that Voldemort would use the Elder Wand against him, Harry would not have to be the one to finish off Voldemort. He just had to face him long enough until the Elder Wand betrayed Voldemort. So Harry didn't actually defeat Voldemort.
Right.
He defeated himself by using a wand that wasn't his.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah. I mean, it's like argue against that. Like,
I don't think you can.
Right.
I'm sure I'll post a short and that fucking dude on TikTok will.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought about it too late. I was like, I should have seen if he wanted to come on for this.
Wait, who? Harry?
No, the TikTok dude that like made all those videos.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
telling us why we're dumb. Fucking idiot.
Esports good. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably. Maybe that's when we started it.
So speaking of old Potter, have you ever seen? There's a deleted scene of Dumbledore, new Dumbledore, not old, and Snape, and they're over Harry when they're all like laying down. And God, what movie is that? Crap.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, there's a bunch of students in the room, and Harry's laying there
because that's when they just got news of Sirius breaking into the grounds.
Yeah. And he's standing over him, and they planted a fart machine in Harry's sleeping bag, and Dumbledore has a remote, and he's playing it, and like Harry and Snape, they're both like Alan Rickman are both just trying not to laugh while he continues with the words, but he just keeps hitting the fart button. And then the other one was the deleted scene of Harry, Dudley, and Vernon. And like Vernon is like calling Harry, I don't know, useless or unloved or something. Like Dudley's like, why isn't Harry coming with us, Dad? And I can't remember what Vernon says. And then like Dudley closes his door, the car door, and like walks over to Harry. He's like, I don't think you're useless, and like shakes his hand. And he's like, thank you. And then like they drive away. It's like this very like touching moment of like Dudley and Harry. That had no business being in the movie at all. Oh. I liked it. I thought it was good. It's probably
I like it, but that like
7 part 1. If I had to guess what it was cut from.
Oh, okay. Then that makes sense. I was thinking like Sorcerer's Stone, like that negates everything.
It's like
they're
Grown
going
Up
for.
Dudley. Yeah.
Okay.
It may have been 6, but if I had to guess, probably 7 part 1.
Okay. Well, speaking of Dudley and Vernon, the first theory I have is that the Dursleys were so mean to Harry because he was a Horcrux. So remember when Ron had the locket and he was always so angry? Maybe the same principle applies to the Dursleys because they were in possession of Harry, so they were always angry.
Oh, that's another deleted scene with Petunia and Harry. And she's talking about, I know loss, and like, you know, I lost a sister that night. You ever seen that cutscene?
That's...
that was another scene where I was like, damn, that was like lump in the throat, like could have stayed in kind of scene.
I feel like that one is one that they actually do keep in when it plays on like ABC Family.
Like to fill in for stuff they cut out kind of thing?
Well, they always include the deleted scenes when they air it there. And I feel like I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's one that I'm like, why would you not put that in the movie?
Okay. The next theory I have is that Neville was actually a really great wizard. He just had the wrong wand. So as we know, the wand chooses the wizard. However, Neville actually chose to use his father's wand.
Oh, I was thinking like Ollivander was like, I'm super backed up today. Here's a wand. Have a good day.
No, Neville said, I want to use yours. I mean, his parents were both Aurors, so it doesn't make sense that he'd be a shitty wizard.
Was his dad killed?
Yeah, both his parents were.
Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like, I want to use Dad's wand. So I figured that makes sense.
Yeah, but like knowing all of that, like growing up, and like that's like common knowledge, like the wand chooses the wizard. Why would you not get your own wand? Even though it's your dad's, I get it. Like keep it, like put it on a shelf for sentimental value. But why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. And the next one I have is that Dumbledore has a secret web of informants.
I believe it.
So Dumbledore was able to use his chocolate frog cards as a huge web of informants that could relay information to him, like how the portraits that can travel from one portrait of themselves to another. And that's how he knows everything is going on.
Yeah, that one on the train that flew away, like Harry made a friend. His name's Ron Weasley. And he goes, Weasley. Very good.
Yeah.
We'll put him in Gryffindor.
And another, like, I guess thing to that is I saw something that said when he was like removed as headmaster, or they were trying to, he was like, great, just promise me you won't take my pictures off the chocolate frogs, because then he's always still in the know.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, that's
pretty good.
All right. And then this one has like two different theories about Mrs. Norris.
Oh, you killed my cat.
So the first one is that she's an animagus. She was born to a dark family who threatened to murder her when she fell in love with Argus. Then they ran away. Albus gave them sanctuary. She never leaves their suite of rooms unless it's in cat form. They've been having a wonderful, loving life. Filch's desire to be able to do magic is so that he can protect her with his own magic. And he knows he can't, and it breaks his heart, and he loves her, and she loves him.
Yeah, but I think instead of you killed my cat, he would come out with like you killed my wife, or like my lover, or like something like that.
Well, so that's the other theory, is that Filch's cat is actually his wife. She used to be a witch, and she was punished for marrying a squib by permanently being turned into a cat, and that's why he's so concerned about her, why they seem to have a much deeper bond and higher level of communication than a normal pet owner, and also why he's so bitter and angry towards wizards and witches.
Okay. Well, maybe... So maybe this TV series will try to expand on some of these. So they say a season a book, but they've confirmed like in stone, it's going to be 10 seasons. So maybe they're going to broaden the universe a little bit with some of these unknowns.
Yeah.
Maybe possibly.
Maybe it'll be like instead of 1, it'll be like 3/4. And then instead of 2, it'll be like up to 1.5. And then instead of 3, it'll be like 2 1/4. I'd be okay with that.
Like each season's 70% of a book kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Right. The next one I have is why Neville is so forgetful.
Problem is, I don't know what I've forgotten. I don't know.
So it says that the reason Neville is so forgetful is because the official treatment in the wizarding world for childhood trauma is obliviation.
Just make him forget it. Yeah, just get it out of there.
The spell never permanently took for Neville because he is, after all, a pretty powerful wizard, but the repeated treatments left him with permanent memory issues.
Okay, I believe it. Like, these all make sense.
All right, I have one more, and then I have just something that I thought it was just like a question that maybe you can answer.
Okay, I'm going to try.
All right, and the last theory that I have is that Harry made up Hogwarts in his head as a coping mechanism for the abuse and trauma suffered by the Dursleys.
It's like the Rugrats thing, right?
Yeah,
it's like Angelica. Yeah. Uh-huh.
So it says, essentially, Harry's parents did actually die in a car crash, forcing him to live with the Dursleys, who then abused him to the point of crippling depression and imagining the entire wizarding world. I'm sure we all recall the famous line, "Of course it's all in your head, but why on earth should that mean it isn't real?" Many people have asked me how Dumbledore could appear before Harry after he died, since no magic can raise the dead. So Dumbledore dies, but he comes back, even though that's impossible. And then he tells Harry,
Harry's parents came back
with the stone, but he didn't have the stone.
when he's in the graveyard.
That was
Love.
No, that was oh fuck, what is it called?
Crossing Streams.
No, that's essentially what it was. Priori Incantatem.
Maybe that's what Dumbledore did.
No. It's Priori Incantatem it says this spell causes wands with twin cores to regurgitate the spells they've cast in reverse. So because they both had the same core in their wand, the spell Avada Kedavra regurgitated, and that's why he was able to see him.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what else did Dumbledore say? Like, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live? Which is another like, So he's like, that's like Harry subconsciously telling himself, like, hey, stop making this shit up and like go live your life.
Get to work. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Could be.
And then the other just random question I had was about the time turner, because there was a whole bunch of theories on that when I was reading them all.
Yeah, anytime you get into time travel, there's
and I didn't want to, because it would have taken a whole episode. So I just had the question: say someone else had a time turner and they went back in time to the events of freeing Buckbeak. Would they see the trio in their current present, or would they also see the trio that went back in time? Like, say someone went back in time behind that rock and behind that little corridor. Would they see them spying on their past selves and their past selves?
Yes.
Okay.
What happened to the time turner?
That's a good question. She probably gave it back to McGonagall, no?
But did she?
I'm going to say yes. In the Order of the Phoenix, the Ministry of Magic's entire stock of time turners was destroyed during the Battle of the Department of Mysteries. So I guess McGonagall was just leasing it, and then she gave it back to them, and then they were all destroyed. Way to cover up a loophole, JK.
Yeah, except for the fact that they exist, and you could have just gone back to when Voldemort was born and blasted him in the face.
But I guess at least preventing the further argument of that.
Yeah, but again, time travel just opens up infinite possibilities of loopholes and yada yadas.
We need like a 6-hour episode for that. That'll have to be like a live stream or something.
Except for Terminator. Terminator's legit.
So I want to get into Yo Mama, but I don't want to get out of Harry Potter.
Gay.
So to start us off, before we go back to back, I was going to hit you with some Harry Potter themed Yo Mama jokes.
Oh, okay.
And I pitched them to the wife, and they were all approved. They were all Uncle Chris approved.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. Yo Mama's so fat, the Sorting Hat put her in Waffle House.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in such a long time.
Good.
That's
We're off to a good
great.
start. All right. I probably should have ended with that one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Your mama's so fat, her Patronus is a cake.
Yeah. So you could change that into a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Her Patronus is Nutella. Her Patronus. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Your mama's so fat, her boggart is a diet.
Close it. Put it away.
Your mama's so fat, her wand is a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Your mama's so ugly, she walked into Gringotts and they gave her a job application.
Ooh, brutal.
Your mama's so ugly, when she was born, the doctor screamed, "Ridiculous!" Your mama's so fat, she got stuck in the Flu Network.
Ooh. These are great. I hope a lot of Harry Potter fans watch this. Those are great.
Same. Your mama's so ugly, Hogwarts is named after her face.
Damn. Pig
It's like
with
a
warts.
low-key ouchie. Yeah.
Eesh.
Your mama's so dumb, she brought syrup to a Quidditch game because she heard there'd be quaffles.
She's in Waffle House.
Your mama's so fat, she tried to eat Cornelius fudge.
Yeah, see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good.
And the last Harry Potter themed one I have is your mama's so fat, her footprints leave holes in the Marauders map.
Yeah, it's good. I like that. That might have been your last one. Might have been like the meh out of the bunch.
Yeah.
That Waffle House and that Quaffle, those were great.
Yeah.
Those were great.
That's good stuff. I like the boggart as a diet too.
Hogwarts was good too.
Yeah. All right, so how many do you have?
I got as much as you want. I'll just start and you go after.
That works, since I have written down and you have an endless supply.
So what's the funniest Yo Mama joke you know? Yo Mama's so ugly, her blowjobs count as anal.
Your mama's so fat, when it's a full moon, she turns into a warehouse.
Your mama's so ugly, her portraits hang themselves.
Your mama's so fat, she had a threesome and the two dudes never met.
Yo mama's so ugly, your dad wakes up with morning wooden.
That's fucking great. Your mama's so fat, she fell in love and broke it.
Yo mama's so fat, not even Dora can explore her.
Your mama's so fat it takes a bus, train, and a cab ride just to get on her good side.
Yeah. See, that's a good one. Your mama's so old she still hasn't. Your mama's David. Your mama's so old she still has a separate entrance for black dick.
Your mama's so ugly when she looks in a mirror it says viewer discretion advised.
Your mama's so fat she went on a diet and caused a recession.
I believe it. Your mama's so fat she on both sides of the family.
Your mama's so fat I saw her in the road, I swerved to avoid her and ran out of gas.
Oh man. Your mama's so fat that when she jumped for joy she got stuck.
Your mama's so fat she doesn't have a good side, she has a good hemisphere.
Ooh, your mama's so fat even memory foam tries to forget.
That was my next one. Mine was your mama's so fat her memory foam mattress forgot.
The last one I have is a double burn. Your mama's so slow it took her 9 months to make a joke.
Ooh, yeah, it's good. Your mama's so dumb she studied for a urine test.
Oh man.
Yeah, too good.
Do you have an Ask Reddit?
What? Did you say something? I'm not sure if it's coming in on my headphones or not.
I have like 17 on deck.
Give me like 2 more seconds. Let's see.
And in the meantime, I'll tell you that it's also Gucci Mane's birthday.
Cool.
It's Bill Russell's birthday. Happy birthday, Bill.
Oh.
It's Charles Darwin's birthday.
Would you say Bill is the GOAT of like New England, Boston sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Couldn't even think of a close second, to be honest with you. And it's Charles Darwin and Mike Posner's birthday. So
Who's Mike Posner?
I think he's the one that sings that song, You May Never Be in a Maybelline Commercial.
Never heard that in my life.
I think it's called, yeah, you have. I think it's called like Drug Dealer Girl or something. I don't know. Well, while you're still looking, it's National Lost Penny Day.
Okay.
It's funny. We were talking about currency and it's Abe's birthday and Lost Penny Day.
Okay. Yeah, true.
It's Georgia Day. And we were talking about rivalries. It's National Red Hand Day. Didn't look into that one.
Sounds Native American.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking like criminal.
Oh, like you got caught red-handed. Yeah.
I don't think that's what it is.
Like Angelica with the red paint on her hands, even though she didn't do it. She got framed by who? Chucky?
I think so.
Or the twins?
That's 2 Angelica references. It's National Hug Day. Love you.
So, my Ask Reddit this week is going to be, what's something that instantly ruins your day? Instantly.
Day's
done. This happened. Saw that. Heard that. Day's over.
I feel like it could be so many things. I guess it depends on what I'm doing that day, when the day starts. Like flat tire. Like get up, leave for work.
Does that ruin the day or just like part of the day?
I mean, I'm in a shitty mood the rest of the day.
Okay. So that ruins the day.
Yeah. Spilling coffee on yourself.
See, and I'm struggling to think of anything. Like, I don't know if anything could like, well, the
because then I'm
Ravens game
stuck at work.
Sports ruins my day.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, that's like what at the earliest that happens is 4 o'clock.
It ruins
your evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Being a Dallas Cowboys fan, I guess.
It's more than a day. It's a lifetime for you.
Yeah, well, a day, every day, what have you.
Well, a few I have.
Okay.
Are when I drop something and it somehow bounces 3 times before disappearing into another dimension.
Yeah.
Some days just waking up, to be honest. A little dark.
Cowboys fan there. Yep.
Wet socks. Doesn't matter how they got wet. My day is ruined.
See, and according to you, you just take them off.
That's right. Don't wash them either. Let's see. We got lazy coworkers for sure.
It's not going to change though. That'd be an everyday thing.
Catching my belt loop on something.
No. I mean, unless it leads to like my pants ripping off.
Yeah. I'm just going to go.
It's not going to
what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to ruin my next 4 seconds.
Yeah. Unexpected texts and constant missed calls from unknown numbers.
Yeah.
Snow.
Okay.
But I think on the flip side, some people that makes their day. Like, oh, it snowed. Yeah. Hell yeah. When
those people are grade schoolers.
Yeah. It depends on the scenario, but yeah, I agree. When I ate, even though I wasn't hungry, it's the worst feeling.
Okay.
Getting stuck behind a car going under the speed limit happened to me on my way home. I was in the right lane of Highway 95. Getting to my exit, this car was doing 45 miles an hour and braking every 10 seconds.
Probably for a very good reason, right?
And then got onto the same exit I was. Luckily, the exit is like 2 lanes to go right, 1 to go left. So I got next and it was just like 10 and 2, like was going to break the steering wheel in half, gripping it like young lady, like just.
Well, I told you if choosing the lane with the slowest driver was an Olympic sport, I'd be a gold medalist.
Mm-hmm. So this is a good one. It doesn't ruin my day, but it's fucking annoying. Someone trying to talk to me when I have headphones in instantly puts me in a mood. Last one we'll do is people complaining about things that they have to do for themselves.
Is there an example? I mean, yes, I agree,
but people complain about things that they have to do for themselves. Oh my gosh, I have so much homework to do tonight. Okay, go fucking do your homework.
They got a website that you can pay someone else to do it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a good example. Yeah. I try not to let anything ruin my day, I guess.
That's what I'm saying is I'm like, there's a lot of little stuff that happens throughout the day that's like shitty, but
yeah,
I've always been very good at like being a grand scheme kind of mindset. Like just very, I could be living in a hut in Africa with a goat for milk and
like
I have
glass, half full.
Yeah. Just, I have a car, a job, a home. Like
it's also way too often that I say, it was a long day, for me to let that long day be ruined by one single thing.
By my belt loop getting stuck.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? This guy must live like a fucking blessed life.
Or he has really bad like anger management issues. I don't know.
Or his fucking belt loops are huge.
Like, your mama's so fat, her belt loops get stuck every minute or something. I don't know. How about you? What you got?
That'd be very inconvenient, wouldn't it?
There you go. See, that'd be inconvenient.
Well, my Ask Reddit is, if the person you hate the most were to experience one slight inconvenience every day for the rest of their lives, what would you choose it to be? Oh,
Ben Roethlisberger getting a splinter under his fingernail.
Okay. I told you I wanted 3.
Oh, I need more?
Well, I'm just interested to hear what, like, that was so creative off the rip. So I'm like, it doesn't have to be someone in particular.
Can you repeat the question?
If the person you hate the most were to experience one slight inconvenience every day for the rest of their lives, what would you choose it to be?
All right. So he gets that every day. I'm going to give Patrick Mahomes anal fissures.
That's not a slight inconvenience.
AIDS? Can we go back to the HIV thing? Can I give him AIDS?
So to give you some inspiration, the first one is the moment they get in bed, they need water and don't remember if they lock the door.
Okay. All right. Every day Mahomes gets into his fancy car. Like he accidentally like
the battery's dead.
No. He like accidentally like rubs his side or like his like keychain or something. He like a slight scratch on his car every time he tries to get in or out of it.
Okay.
It's a good one. That sucks. And last but not least,
What does Taylor Swift experience every day?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was thinking about. Is her phone is always at 1%. When she goes to charge it, it charges, but then it stops charging and then it dies, but then it comes back on because it's charging again, but then it stops and it dies again, but then it comes back on because it's charging again and then it stops because it dies again. Yeah.
So one of them I have is, when you think you plugged your phone in, but the next day you find it at 10% because apparently it wasn't plugged in properly?
I'm not even giving her 10%. She gets 1.
That.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. So some of the other ones I have, saved passwords on all devices are always incorrect. So every time they sign into anything, they have to reset their password.
That's the worst. Because you have to go through your email. You have to do this. That sucks.
That one sock that just isn't right in their shoe.
No, I'm big on like comfortability and like what pair I'm wearing. And it's not happening to me, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. What pair you're wearing? I feel like every time we talk, you're wearing mismatching socks.
Me?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
When we recorded that one time, you were talking about, I got 2 different socks on now.
Yeah, because it was really cold. So I was like, I'm just going to grab these.
Because all of mine, even the ones I'm wearing now, one has an R for right foot, and one has an L for left foot. And sometimes I'm like, well, I found the R that's this color and the L that's this color. That'll work.
Why are they different colors? Different socks?
Like they're the same style sock, they're just different colors.
But like if I'm like going out or work, definitely work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have every time they wipe, it still smears.
Oh, that goddamn wiping a marker. Yep.
Every time they finally think they've gotten rid of the hiccups, they hiccup one more time.
Oh, when's the last time you had the hiccups? I can't even.
Probably like, less than a month ago.
You get it from like eating something spicy kind of thing, or like you drank something too fast. Or
So would you consider hiccups an allergic reaction?
I wouldn't. I don't think so.
Okay. Because not every time, but maybe like 60, 75% of the time I eat potatoes, I get hiccups. Like mashed, baked French fries.
Then maybe.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say every time I eat like curry or like Thai food or something.
No, that's anal hiccups.
Anal hiccups. Give me the name of this episode.
Might not get a lot of views on that one. Okay. They can't understand what anybody tells them the first time. It always has to be repeated. Doesn't matter if it's verbally told to them, if it's a TV show, or if it's an email. It always has to be repeated.
Oh, TV show would be the worst. Imagine watching.
What did he say?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Golly. Yeah, that'd be bad.
Fingerprint or facial unlock doesn't work for the first 3 to 4 attempts every time.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's only a 4-digit code. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, but it's a slight inconvenience. It's just annoying.
We had to do that for all the way up until 2017. We had to do that. I mean,
yeah, but it the unlock fails like 3 times and then you type in your code. Like, I don't know. That was just
yeah. Okay.
A different key on the keyboard becomes finicky every day. Sometimes it presses multiple times. Other times it doesn't press at all.
If someone who uses a keyboard, super inconvenient.
That would fuck my whole life up.
Yeah, you would have all the windows in your house would be broken from throwing the keyboards at them.
Yeah. Every seatbelt they try and use does that annoying lock thing when they pull.
Fuck that.
See, this one's not even like it sucks, but it happens anyway. Every shopping cart has a wobbly wheel.
I'm going left. Nope, we're coming back right. Yeah. Oof.
I have their charger be just 1 inch too short for them to use their phone in bed while it's charging, forcing them to either just wait or sit on the floor.
Yeah, or like lean over super uncomfortably. Yeah, that would suck. Yeah.
Delayed shipping on all Amazon Prime orders.
Ooh, brutal. Oh, I need this tomorrow. Too bad. It'll be there next week.
Pulling the wrong cord for the blind every single time. Like whether you're trying to pull the blinds up or just like open them.
I was trying to think of the last time I pulled a blind.
Daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's same.
I think mine would be like every movie, video, TV show, anything that they watch has like a slight but noticeable audio delay so that the audio doesn't match
their mouth.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It's
like, I feel like everyone if I'm watching something with someone, they're like, oh, I didn't notice until you said something. But like, if it's not like, you should see how like fucking anal I am editing our shit. Cause it's like, I'm like, nah, it could be better. Nah, it could be better. Like, no one's going to notice, but I'm like, it just fucking irks the shit out of me.
Yeah, I can't stand it. There's several things that like, okay, let me restart it. No, it's still not working. Let me restart it. I'm going to watch something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So that's all I got. So my initial thought for this episode was, let's redo the entire first episode. And that's why I listened to it. And I was like, that was bad. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
But I started feeling like tingly and like enraged about
enraged or engorged?
Like, enraged. No, engorged was when I was thinking about you showering. But I was getting enraged because I'm like, all he did this whole time was fuck me. Name 3 Beatles songs. Name 3 Queen songs.
Name 4 countries that start with the letter S.
Yeah. Name how many state capitals can you name? Okay, now name them. So I was just going to hit you with all that, but I'm a good person. So I took the one thing that you fucked me the least on.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit you with that.
Yeah, totally. I remember that thing from a year ago. Yeah.
And the other reason I took this one is because after we did it, you said you'll have plenty of more opportunities. And we haven't done it since. So with that, we're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
No. This is bringing back some fuzzy wuzzy memories from a year ago.
Yeah, that video quality was fuzzy wuzzly.
Oh, that was that Logitech sitting on the floor over there.
Mm-hmm. So I kept the same first grade, second grade through fifth grade.
And then I just picked the category, or you're giving me the category?
No, I'm giving you the same category that you gave it to me.
Oh, I'm fucking done. I'm getting 2 of these.
I tried not to be too rough. I think you'll get at least 4.
All right.
First grade, we have English/language arts.
All right. That's good. That's good. I'll take that in first grade. That's good.
What do you call the place in a book where the story happens? Oh, come on.
The setting?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
See, that wasn't...
Oh, it's first grade. Yeah.
First grade, remember?
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right. Second grade, geography.
Okay. I'm kind of confident, but we'll see.
What is the name of the imaginary line that divides the Earth into the eastern and western hemisphere?
The Grand Meridian?
I'll give you half a point. It's the prime meridian.
Prime Meridian. Fuck a dick.
Fuck a dick. All right. Third grade math. Mm-hmm. What is the sum of the angles in a triangle?
360?
It's 180.
Tits.
In a fire.
Double.
Well, that's not good because now we're doing the one that is the only one I thought you'd get wrong.
Shit.
Fourth grade history.
Oh, crap.
Who was the first explorer to sail around the world?
Crap. Begin with a G?
No. There's a G in the last name.
Frickin'. It's, is it Magellan? Is that his name?
It is Magellan.
Hey.
Good job. Ferdinand Magellan.
Hell yeah.
You know what I should have done? I should have made your fifth grade science question the one that you were going to ask me, but didn't.
See if I remember the answer.
Yeah.
I can tell you I would not.
All right. Fifth grade science. Which type of rock is formed from cooled lava or magma?
Is this just obsidian? Hold on.
There's only 3 types.
Wait. There's 3 types of what?
Types. 3 types of rocks. I don't think obsidian is one.
Igneous.
There you go. Do you know the other ones?
I don't. I'm sure I will once you say them, but
there's sedimentary.
Yep, knew that shit.
And metamorphic.
Would not have got that. I took a geology class freshman year of college, but it was a seminar. It was like 120 students in like one of those like mini stadium settings.
That's just like a movie, right? That's like when the subs there and you're just...
Oh, it was the most ridiculous thing. Like half the football team's in there just like on their phone and you're just like, okay.
Yeah, because the seminar is not like a real class, right? You just watch.
No, I mean, there were like lectures and stuff, but it was such a joke.
You watched the lecture.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
But is there like tests and shit?
Yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah.
Well, speaking of jokes, your mom is so stupid, she birthed an esports kid.
That's dumb as hell because they're dumb as hell. They smell funny. They look funny. And they don't wash their legs. Bunch of bitches.
Plot twist. Are you an esports kid?
Plot twist. I'm about to get on Fortnite right now. I don't think I've played a millisecond of that game in my whole life.
I haven't played Fortnite in about a fortnight. I played it for like 10 minutes and I was like, and then I was introduced to PUBG and I was like,
I tried to get in PUBG when you were in it. I just couldn't do it.
I was like, it's like Fortnite if it wasn't gay.
Yeah, but they're hella gay. Like,
Yeah.
mega.
Hella
Mega. Fuck those guys.
Mega.
Well, thanks
Fuck
for
'em.
1 year, everybody. And we appreciate you. Appreciate David. I appreciate myself. And I'm going to appreciate this dinner that I'm about to eat. Peace. Namaste.
You gonna leave? Namaste.
Namaste. Waffle House. And we're out.
Another one said it was similar. It was like, yo mama's so fat, the sorting hat put her in all 4 houses. And I was like,
That's pretty good. The Waffle House.
Yeah,
And the
Waffle House
quaffle
was
was just the cherry on top. Yeah.
yeah, it was the bee's knees. You think bees wash below their knees?
I don't think they technically have a knee. Technically have a knee.
Eric, if you made it this far, there you go again.
Yeah. Dramatic fade away.
That was just for you.
Oh, okay.
Because I think next week's episode is Seal's birthday.
Ooh. All right. I'm gonna get let me put that in my notes. That's what my thought was. I was gonna get Seal's facts.
And cut.